I'm gonna be more careful about revealing the location of where I'm at from now on. I gotta be honest with you, this has made me super paranoid. I almost feel like I've been running from the police. I mean, this reminds me of when I was younger, getting in trouble, being on the run. This isn't fun at all. Oh, shit. What's going on, everybody? It's like Saturday afternoon and I'm still unknown in my location, but we're gonna get away from that, I promise. Look, yes, somebody leaked my information. However they found me, it was crazy, but it's over with now, okay? And the reason it's really over with is something else that I'm gonna tell you about in this video. But in this video, I really just wanna have a talk with all of you. I wanna talk about some things that I've been seeing in the comment sections. I just really wanna address some things and also tell you about some things that are going on with After Prison Show and old Joe here. There's some really good things to tell you about, and there's some things that aren't so good. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the monetization of these After Prison Show videos. I have to be honest with you. These videos are monetized. They really are. I promise you they are. And I also want to thank each and every one of you who has left a comment saying, Joe, monetize these videos, or I'm gonna unsubscribe from After Prison Show. Please don't do that. Please. I really like having you here, and I really like having the opportunity to tell you all the things that I try to tell you about or show you in these videos. But again, these videos, they are monetized. In fact, this is my full-time job. I used to have another full-time job after I came home from prison. Actually, I had a few of them. All of them weren't really that great. But the last full-time job that I had was working at my concrete pouring job. Concrete pouring job. And it was throughout almost a year that I worked at that concrete pouring job that I was working on After Prison Show all the while. And it just so happened that After Prison Show really began to see some pretty decent success. At least what I consider some pretty decent success. And it's also just barely enough for me to survive on. I have to be honest with you, I can do this full time and I can be okay. So if you do watch After Prison Show videos and you don't see ads for whatever reason, the only thing that I can think, and other people have told me this as well, is that possibly you have ad block on and you don't know that you do. I've heard a lot of new devices, or I've heard a lot of devices nonetheless come pre-installed with ad block. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I don't really know shit about technology at all. I have to be honest with you. I am like a Geico caveman when it comes to trying to figure out how to use this stuff. I really am. It's been almost a year and a half since I've been home from prison and I am still struggling with this stuff. So that's really the first thing that I want to address. Also, I just recently read a comment that said, with everything that Joe is going through right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up back in jail or prison. And I gotta be honest with you, that comment it wasn't a nice comment to leave at all. To think that because somebody is going through certain things in their life, whatever it may be, certain trials and tribulations or hard times, whatever you want to call it, and especially me, a guy who has spent most of his life locked up. To read a comment like that, it just really almost takes the wind right out of my sails. It's almost like, thank you for the support. It really means a lot. Thank you for having faith in me that I won't go out there and do the wrong thing. Because I have to assure you that on a daily basis, I literally pride myself on ensuring that I am doing the most that I can to also ensure that I do not ever end up back in jail or prison. I don't do drugs, I don't do crime, I don't do anything that would put me in a position to have to worry about going back to jail or prison. No matter how bad the times get, believe me, losing Jessica, losing Skipper, getting all of my information leaked this past week, yes, it was a lot to deal with this past week. Don't get me wrong, this is probably the toughest time that I've gone through since being home from prison. But even with that being said, I'm not gonna go back to jail or prison. I promise. I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna put myself in that position, no matter how bad things get. And I don't think anyone else out there who may be going through tough times themselves should have to put themselves in a position that would cause them to have to worry about getting locked up. Because I have to assure you for a third time, I've certainly said the word ensure quite a bit in this video already. But I have to assure you, I have to ensure you. That's kind of like the premise here with After Prison Show. After prison. Or also, don't go to prison. Don't put yourself in a position where you will have to worry about that, no matter what it is that you're going through. Please, take it from me. Did I ever tell you about Big Bubba? It's just really not worth it at all. So yeah, that comment really kind of struck me fucked up, to be honest with you. Moving on from that, and this is going to be kind of ironic to mention, considering the fact of everything that I just spoke about, but I have a confession to make. No, I'm not going to say I'm gay, okay? Whoever was out there thinking that, I'm not about to say that at all. But I do have an addiction problem. I do. In fact, look at me. Can't you just see it written all over my face? I mean, when I look in the mirror, I can see it written all over my face. I feel like somebody has literally taken a black Sharpie marker and written addicted right across my forehead. Not a dickhead, addicted. Addicted. And no, it's not drugs. In fact, it's these things right here. I'm not proud of this at all. In fact, this is something that I've kept out of the videos forever because I didn't ever want to even mention this. And it may kind of sound stupid. You're probably thinking addiction problem. You're talking about cigarettes. I'm not going to say what I was going to do. I was almost going to try to play off of the little half-baked scene when he said, weed, addicted to weed. Do you know where I'm going with this? What follows after that whole scene? You're addicted to weed? But I can imagine there are people who are watching this saying, Joe, you're addicted to cigarettes. Who gives a fuck? I'm out here on drugs. And I really don't even feel good thinking about those who may watch these videos and are suffering from their own, probably a lot worse types of addiction. And to be honest with you, I have been there myself completely. There were times in my life when I was addicted to drugs. I'll do a video on that at some point. There were times in my life when I was just doing fucking really bad because of drugs. So being addicted to cigarettes really is just like, I know it probably sounds kind of stupid to even mention this, but this is a very big thing that I want to mention to you because I'm getting ready to quit smoking. I mean, I have to. It's really taken a toll on me. I've read comments that say, Joe, you just look stressed, you look tired. And I have to be honest, I feel like the cigarettes are a big part of my stress. I mean, like my blood pressure is constantly high. I'm constantly sweating in videos. It's not a good look at all, and I really just want to clean my whole act up. I want to get back to working out. I want to get back to feeling good about myself, and waking up and smoking 100 cigarettes before the day is over, it just doesn't make me feel good at all. And to be hacking and coughing all night, you couldn't even imagine how many times that I hack and cough in between some of these takes in these videos. I'll be like, pull over! That last one was actually real. So yeah, I have an addiction problem. It's nicotine, and I am getting ready to quit. It is written all over my face. My fucking teeth are like as yellow as, I just feel disgusted with myself. And if you've ever smoked cigarettes and you've ever tried to quit smoking cigarettes, you probably know that it's a really tough thing to try to do. I've smoked cigarettes pretty much since the time I was 18 years old. The only time I ever really stopped was getting locked up. And then I would come home after being locked up and pick right back up where I left off. This last time, after serving the 7 years that I just served, my very last time ever that I will be in prison, I actually did good for probably about the first 4 months after I had been released. I mean, I didn't smoke at all, but it was when I began working that concrete pouring job, that I was constantly surrounded by guys at work who smoked nonstop. And just to be around that, to be smelling that 24/7, to be working this crazy job under so much stress already with the job, one thing led to another. That sounds so bad. But then I began to smoke again. And from there, it pretty much snowballed to the fact of where I smoke quite a bit. Probably something like 100 cigarettes a day. And how I actually plan to quit is because this is something else that I want to mention. I am about to start working out again. I have to. When I was in prison, I was in like tip-top shape. I came home, I felt great. I wasn't like super stocky or anything like that, but I was relatively in decent shape. I played sports pretty much the entire time I was in prison. I worked out pretty much the entire time I was in prison. Though I didn't get any bigger, I still felt very good about myself. And I want that feeling back. I want to be able to feel good about myself. I don't want to be sitting here filming videos sweating like I am right now. I feel absolutely disgusting. So to all the chicks out there, After Prison Show literally has a 4% female audience. So to the 4 females out there that watch After Prison Show and who at times seldomly comment saying, Joe, oh my God, you are so fucking hot. Please stop fucking lying. I know I am a disgusting mess, and I am about to get back on my prison fitness shit. And I'm gonna bring all of you along for that. I'm gonna show you this entire process of me quitting smoking and me getting back in shape. These are some good things. These are some things that I haven't really wanted to talk about here, but you know what? We're talking about them now. And I also want my teeth. These yellow fucking teeth. Oh God. I try not to smile in videos. I try not to even show my teeth in these videos because I know, okay? I know. I was in prison for 7 years, okay? They don't exactly have stellar dental in prison. In fact, anytime that you have any issues with your teeth while locked up, you can rest assured that the first thing that they're gonna tell you is, you got a little small cavity right there. We're pulling it. Pulling it? You're talking about my front tooth right here. I wanna keep my teeth. I really do. But there's an even bigger thing to mention than all of the stuff that I've just mentioned thus far. I hope you're not too blown away by anything that I've talked about just yet. I hope you also don't hate me for anything that I've talked about. Please forgive me for smoking, and please forgive me for feeling so fucking disgusted with myself at times. But there is also one last thing that I want to mention in this video, and this, I promise you, is a really, really good thing. And you're probably wondering, like, what is it? What could it possibly be? Okay, so I'll tell you. This one last really, really good thing is actually taking place tomorrow. And that is the fact that I'm moving. I'm moving. I have found a new place, and I will be moving into that place tomorrow. In fact, After Prison Show is about to have an entirely new location that you will never find. I hope not. And also, this new location will give After Prison Show an entirely new look. A bigger, better look. Fan mail wall, it's gonna be huge. From this new place that I'm moving, I will also be able to do my prison cooking episodes a whole lot better. There is just gonna be a... Gotta quit smoking. There is just actually gonna be so much more potential from this new location that I will be moving to tomorrow. Where do you honestly think that I'm moving to? Do you think it's a shithole? Do you think it's something nice? Well, tomorrow you're gonna get a first-hand look at this place. I can't really give you too much of a look at this place considering what I just went through this last week, but I will at least give you enough of a look at this place to see that things are going a little bit better. We went through one chaotic situation after another this week, and we were still able to pump out videos and still continue on. And tomorrow I am moving to a new place. And things are only going to continue to move forward more better. Where are the grammar police? So yeah, that's the last thing that I wanted to tell all of you about, is the fact that I will no longer be here in the bomb shelter. I will actually be in my own place. It's gonna be great. And from there, we are gonna make some After Prison Show fucking awesomeness. So that's about all I have for today. I really thank all of you for allowing me to share. This didn't really feel so much as me filming a video for today, so much as it felt like I was actually at an AA meeting, or an NA meeting, not a Narcotics Anonymous meeting, but a Nicotine Anonymous meeting. So there's gonna be some big changes coming After Prison Show, and I'm gonna need all of your support through this, because I can promise you, when I quit smoking 100 cigarettes a day, I'm probably gonna get a little crazy, if I'm not already. Hey look, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sweating like a dog right now because I really need a cigarette. And if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know just how fucking bad I'm really looking these days. And as always, enjoy life, the free world. Never get addicted to smoking cigarettes or any other type of drugs, and make the most of every day. Peace!